So the West Virginia Charleston mission covers 5 different pieces of 5 different states. It's just like a circle if you draw a line through most of West Virginia except the northern and eastern panhandle. Those are part of the Pennsylvania Maryland missions. So it's just the main center part is our mission, and then there's a sliver of Ohio on the east side. So I got to serve in Ohio for a little bit, which is kind of fun. And then it goes down, and we have a third of Kentucky, and then it swoops back down around, and then we have the third western part of Virginia, which where I spent most of my mission in, and then it scoops back up, and we have a piece of Maryland and Pennsylvania. I think that's 5, right? Yeah. And so it's pretty diverse, but all very similar. The languages, English and a lot of hillbilly. We always said we learned how to speak real good. And so, but it is very, everyone's the same and everyone has the same culture, but as you get farther north in the mission, it's a little bit more, there's more people, bigger cities, not so much backwoodsy, but down in the southern part of West Virginia and Kentucky, it's a little bit very rural. As we were driving up the canyon last night, Provo Canyon, these roads are tiny, and I'm like, this is every road in West Virginia. Really curvy, mountainous, and yeah, there's lots of, like I said, lots of trees earlier, lots of bugs. You'll find sprickets are very common. It's like a mix between a spider and a cricket. So I had a lot of companions who were terrified of spiders, and so they hated sprickets. And I didn't like stepping on them because they were gross. But they jump and they're, ugh. But you learn to love it. You learn to just embrace all the bug bites that you get. It's really humid in the summer, and that means winters are really, really cold too. My last week in the mission, it snowed 3 feet overnight, and I was so mad. Like, we're supposed to be teaching people, and everyone canceled. But it was really great because we got to do a lot of service and shoveled our neighbors out, and so it does get really cold. And actually, right now in West Virginia, there's a lot of flooding going on. It's pretty tragic. There's been a lot of deaths. So I never witnessed anything that massive, but I know recently they've had a lot of flooding and tornadoes, which has been really hard for me to see. I wish I could be there, but I emailed my last companion, and she was saying that everything's fine, all the missionaries are fine, but it's just sad to see people lose so much, and they already don't have. But West Virginia is it's known for being one of the most impoverished states in the United States, and you see that a lot with people, and you'll be looking for an address, and it'll take you up on top of this hill. You'll go through a holler, and a holler is it's just really like a small canyon. It's like a little dirt road, mostly dirt roads, with mountains on both sides, or drops. And you'll drive up this holler all the way up, and you'll see like a trailer way, you have to pretty much hike up this mountain, or their driveways are this tall. And so sometimes we'd have to park the car and just walk a lot. It can get pretty muddy when it rains. When it rains, it really rains. And so that's always fun. Raincoats are always a good thing.